Hello, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the channel. And if you're new here, please remember to click the subscribe button. Turn on your notification button so you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. And to my returning subscribers, thanks for supporting me. I appreciate you. God bless you. So today I want to talk about things that you should not try to do or things you shouldn't do while you're on a work visa, skill visa, or any other visa that you know you will still need to renew. Be careful of few of these things. Now, don't tell your employer you want to work to make to pay your tuition fee. Don't tell your employer you need more hours to pay your tuition fee. Remember when you are applying for your visa application, you've either shown the proof that you can fund your tuition fee, that you're capable of. So when some people are selling their houses, they are borrowing money, they are trying to make those money be in their account for 28 days and all that, you are showing to them that you are capable of paying your tuition fee. So once you now get here, because you have that mind of you're going to work, start paying those those people you borrow money back, and you still want to pay your tuition fee. Remember, you now have double thing. The money the people you borrowed money from, that maybe it's the interest you're able to pay, other things, and you still want to pay your tuition fee. You have family back home that you want to support, and it makes you to start fighting some of your employers, some of your colleagues at work for hours. This happened. I have experienced it a couple of times, and they forget that they are portraying to people that what you actually sign in your application is not what you're doing here. If you're given 20 hours to work, stick by it. If you want to do overtime, which is should be it should be when the schools are not in section. Don't say, oh, because you're doing night shift, they want you to work 20 hours. So telling some people to pay you in cash because you don't want it to reflect in your account, you ended up taking that cash. That's if you're lucky to find some who do that, give you cash. You're now taking that cash to the bank to go and pay it into your account. What are you doing? At the end of your visa stay, or you want to kind of get a permanent resident permit, permanent resident, is it permit or visa? And they are seeing all these things. Where does the money come from? Are you going to say most of the time people are just dashing you money, they are gifting you money, they are blessing you with those money that goes in, you go to the bank and pay the cash in yourself, or you're asking few other of your friends to give you their account number so your employer can pay in, because you don't want the money to come into your account, but you want those friends of yours to transfer the money to you to look as a gift. You don't know the condition those people are in. Those your friends, you don't know their visa status. Some will tell you they are already settled. They are not really settled. Don't expect everyone to tell you their status. Some don't feel like telling you. They might have been long in this country before they finally got their status. Depending on the kind of status they have, they don't have to spell everything out. You don't think you are entitled to know the kind of status a particular person has, because you guys are talking. They might not want to tell you. Reason bear not to them. Some might be doing it because they have been flaunting a fake life, flaunting that everything is rosy. Fine, I know that. But there are some, they don't need to tell you. They don't want to start shalaying, explaining, whatever, because they also know what your reaction is going to be. So you find some, they will not tell you. They will tell you they have the right to stay. You understand? They are settled. Don't expect that even if they are settled, that they still need to do the same, do what you want. Some might not be able to want to give you their account for you to pay money in. for your wherever you work to pay money in. Some will give you and they'll start asking for a condition, a percentage. That's when you guys start having a fight, maybe after the fourth or fifth month. Expect that when these people are broke, the money that they paid into their account, they might not release all your money. Then you start saying, oh, these people are mean. These people are. Have you forgotten you are also trying to also outsmart the government? So because they already know what you're going to do, anytime they are broke, they are going to use your money. They will say you can't even fight them because you don't want your secret to be exposed. Be careful. Don't assume and don't force people. Don't think you are entitled to know their state of their status or how things are going. Don't appear to be too smart because you're trying to beat the system. So please stick to the rules. If you're given 20 hours, try and go with it. Don't say, oh, I work it at night, so you were doing 36 hours, you're doing 40 hours, you're doing more hours. You don't even go to class. Some people, they are rare in class. They will not go to class more than twice a month. They are working and working and working. They have people back home to pay, to fund or to pay their this thing. They are living a deceitful life here. They have loans that they are paying. There's a lot on them, so they are not even. They can't go to class. They are not concentrating in the reason why they are here, because the reason they are here is not actually what they apply for. They only apply for how they could also get the access to the system. So they forget that it will get to a stage where they will need to account for what they tender that they are here. So that's point I was going to raise. So please remember to check what your visa's rule says. It's very important. Check what your visa's rule says. Remember, no public fund is also allowed. No matter how you're a student, they can't give you a public fund. So don't think because so person is having so public fund, you can have it, or because you've actually gotten away with it, you get away with it forever. You start even recruiting others or teaching others on how to go about it. If it doesn't work for them, they will come for you. You might be lucky with some things, but right now the UK are quite very tight when it comes to, and they're scrutining a lot of applications. So if you get away with some, you might not get away with the rest at the end of. You might be unlucky that your application fall into someone that can scrutinize every bit of the things you submitted, and they will find fault. They will read meanings to everything you submit. And also, once you get here, please be careful the number of credit card, the number of cards you're having. Some people feel having loads of cards on their wallet shows that, oh, if you are unlucky that they are doing a search one day, they see loads of card with you, they will read meaning to what you're doing. They know you can't really afford to pay back, and you're also contributing to part of the debt the country is having. So be careful when you're applying for credit card and how you're spending, you want to pay back, please, so that those things don't also tarnish your application, your final application later. I'm going to say this again. Don't have the mindset of paying your tuition fee based on the work you want to do. Don't start fighting your employer, your managers for not giving you extra hours because you want to use it to pay your tuition fee. Some people get carried away. I'm quite surprised that some will say, oh, I need to pay my tuition fee. I can't meet up. There was one that was telling me when I was doing a rota, and they will tell you that, oh, you're being mean. But do you know that anytime they do a check and it comes to that company, you guys have the company has question to answer for giving out extra as well when this person is on 20 hours. So some would do it, they will go to another company to go and do 20 hours, they'll go to another 22 hours, another company to do. They will go to 2 to 3 companies and be doing 20 hours, whereby they don't really attend class and they are grumpy, they don't have enough sleep. There's a lot that comes with this. So the UK rules that give that 20 hours to work, they know what they are doing. You've already proven in your application that you can fund your tuition fee. Don't start if you have the mindset that you're going to work to fund your other tuition, to work to fund your tuition fee. Do not start fighting or your employer, or get carried away to say that, or you want to pay for your tuition fee. In an interview, being asked, some says, "Oh, why do you want to work for this company?" uh, I've got so thing. I want to pay for my tuition fee in the next 3 months. And I'm wondering, why are you saying this? Even for me as a black person, I feel like, oh my God. And I have few other people that sitting next to me. I can't tell them to shut up because, please be careful what you say when you're going for interview, why you think you should work, why try to say you want to also contribute to the society, and also you take it off from there. Why would you say you because you want to pay for your tuition fee? You've already sorted out, and this could put you in trouble. It could obviously make the employer to just not want to take you. While some will take you, they will say you will deal with it. But when you now keep saying it, and you don't know who you will be unlucky with. So these are the things I think I should bring to your attention. And I've got this video that I'm going to share. The guy that actually was a student traveled home to go and maybe see his family. On his returning back, he was kind of unlucky. He met someone that was just questioning him about the state of his visa, and he said he's a student, and they found out that, okay, he's working more than 20 hours. He stated where he was working. They called them, the employer, and the employer confirmed that he was working 36 hours per week. And yeah, that's it. And at the end of it all, he was his visa was cancelled on the spot there, so he was not allowed to come in anymore. So you can imagine his belongings, where he lived, the way he left his things, that he's coming back to he's left home, he said goodbye to them, he's taking the flight, he's back to the UK. But at the airport, he was not allowed to come in again because they find he was unlucky to meet someone who decided to, like, let me question this person. They just do it randomly, and yeah, they ask questions and it didn't meet up, and a lot were found out. His visa was cancelled. Now imagine if he has dependents here, that he's already brought his dependents here. They're going to either go to the house, the register address, and get his things. Even his dependent will have to go back because they are not dependent on him anymore. In the UK, he's not there to study anymore, so they will have to go back, or they start running. It's not nice. It's messy. It's really messy. So coming into the UK, if you have someone who is also will just put your name on their application that they're going to stay with you, please be ready. They could ask questions. Also know that they go around once in a while to knock on your door to ask for this particular person. If you rumbling your head like you don't know who that person is, they know you're telling a lie. They give people a call sometimes to ask. If you're coming to the country and you have somebody's name or their number, and they ask you mention so particular person's name, or you say they are waiting for you at the car park, and they call the person. If you don't have agreement with the person, and the way they respond determines if they know you're lying or not, and you might not be given access to the country. So be very careful when you're giving out information about others. Be very careful of the way you're trying to outsmart the system. Be very careful of the way you talk when you're outside with your status as well, and do not expect too much from others. Don't think because you know them or they've been here for a couple of years they should be able to do this for you. Don't feel entitled. Everyone has why they don't want to render some help, or they cannot render some help. Some will not be able to state the reason, but they also have something to protect. So don't see them as the bad one. They don't want your progress. No. not every one of them can explain. I might not want to explain. They might not want to explain. You can see some that will explain, but they will also misguide you. So be very careful. Don't think those ones who are not able to do as you like are your haters. No, or they don't want your progress. They might be helping you indirectly that you don't know, because it's better they refuse than for them to mislead you, then you get in trouble. So please stick to your rule, to your visa rules, and don't outsmart the system. Try and read the terms and conditions. We know it's hard for everyone to, you know, cope with the 20 hours. Remember that when the school are not in session, you can do your full time, you can do overtime, but stick to the distance. You don't know when you will be watched. You don't know who you're talking to that is even giving some information out about you as well. So these are the things I thought, let me bring to your attention. Be careful of the way you speak. Don't expect too much. Don't feel entitled to those who are already here. Don't think you can outsmart the system. If you're lucky going by, it doesn't mean that you should recruit others to do the same thing. They might not be lucky with it, and your name will be mentioned. Even if they don't mention it to the authority, in their heart they will feel that you misled them. And that's it from me, guys. Please remember to watch, to thumbs up the video, share if you can, and I will see you in my next one. Do take care.